will be my daughter's 4th death anniversary. She passed away when she was 2 months old, and since then I have had a baby boy who is now 2 years old, and I just recently gave birth to my 3rd, another baby girl. When my daughter passed away, there were things that I started to do every single day to show her that I love her and I wanted to give her my time and my energy. Even when my son was born, I still made it a priority to do these things, and even though it was difficult, I made it happen. Now that I have had another newborn and my husband and I have recently separated, things are getting a little bit tougher just in general, and that means that the things that I was doing for Noie have slowly become less often, and I'm feeling a lot of guilt about it. So with her anniversary coming up next week, I wanted to make it a priority again for me to do something small each day for her, just to show her that I love her and that she still is a priority for me. Noie's outfit didn't get laid out until the late afternoon today, but the goal this week was just to get it done at some point, or get something done for Noie at some point. I still feel a little bit of mum guilt though, because if she were alive, I would have 3 children and I would need to find a way to get her dressed in the mornings. So anyway, the reason why I lay out Noie's outfit in the morning is not because I'm trying to pretend like she is still here. It's not because I believe that she needs me to lay out her outfits. It's something that I enjoyed doing when she was alive, and when I do it for her now, it is time that I spend doing something for only Noie. It doesn't benefit anyone else for me to be laying out an outfit for her. It is just time for me and Noie. I do feel like she gave me a false impression of what dressing a newborn is like though. I have so many beautiful outfits for Noie, and when she was alive I was able to dress her in an actual daytime outfit. It's something that I did in the morning to break up the long nights so that it was just a little bit different, so she would wear an actual outfit during the day. And she was totally fine during change time. She didn't complain one bit, and I like to think that she enjoyed getting dressed up as much as I enjoyed dressing her up. So I had a lot of outfits, not just sleep suits for Noie, and then when she passed away I continued to buy cute little girl outfits, and I always had the idea that I would be able to dress another little girl in those outfits eventually at some point. And I now have another baby girl, but she will not have a bar of it. My son was also okay during change time, so I got to dress him up a little bit as well, but boys fashion is so much different than girls. I just don't think it was as complicated as the outfits that I had purchased for and was dressing Noie in. So anyway, I was expecting to be able to dress baby Eva in Noie's cute daytime outfits, but Eva just does not want a bar of it. She spends all day and all night in a sleep suit. It is the most simple and practical thing to dress her in, and it's just not worth it trying to get her into the cute daytime outfits and then get her changed back into the practical sleep suits. So I'm hoping that as she gets older, eventually she might let me dress her up a little bit, because I don't want all these beautiful clothes to go to waste. I've just come down to Noie's grave to have a little bit of time this evening with Noie. It really will be a brief visit. I am really distracted and I don't really have long enough for me to just sit with Noie, long enough for me to disconnect from whatever is on my mind and get to a place where I'm just thinking and feeling for Noie. So given that I don't have much time, I am going to head down and sit with Noie for a little bit. I made an effort to dress baby Eva in something a little bit cuter today, but something that should also be comfortable sleeping in. So she's got a little kimono on with some pants that kind of match the colouring in the floral pattern on her kimono. For Noie, I have got one of my favourite jumpers for her. this one with the ruffles on the sleeves. And then I'm going to lay out some patterned bloomers and a bow that kind of matches the colouring in her bottoms. And baby Eva is going to help me today. Oh, you okay? The brown sweater is one of my favourite items of Noie's, and I can't wait for Eva to be able to fit it. Although we are coming into warmer months and the size of this jumper will fit her around the warmer months of this year, so I'm not sure that we'll get much use out of it. To be honest, Eva is wearing so much more of her big brother's clothes than she is of her big sister's. Not because I want it to be that way, it just so happens that she prefers the sleep suits to outfits like the ones that are just, oh darling, laying out for Noie. She's a bit fussy, so this is how long I've got for this morning's little ritual for Noie. The day of getting Noie dressed at the end of the day. It's late afternoon now. I was hoping to get a visit into her grave as well, but I don't think I'm going to make it. It's almost the end of Eva's wake time, and as you can see, she's a little bit fussy. But I thought I'd dress the girls in similar outfits today. I'm going to lay Eva down and show you what I laid out for Noie. You look gorgeous, darling. Oh, beautiful, darling. I'm just refilming this portion of the video because when I went down to Noie's house and it was raining, the rain was way too loud. You could not hear a single thing that I was saying. Well, you could hear me, but the rain in the background was going to be really distracting. At least it was annoying me. So I wanted to tell you guys the story about the time that I stole a cat. Last year on Noie's death anniversary, I went down for a solo visit. I think it was a couple of days before her anniversary, and then we were doing family visits at the time of her actual anniversary. But during my solo visit, I arrived. I'm waiting at Noie's house is this cute little black cat that comes running up to me as if it knows me. It's meowing, it's rubbing up against me, follows me to her house, comes right inside her house with me, and was super affectionate, climbing up my body, trying to get its head really close to me. I love cats. We used to have two of my sister's cats before we moved into the apartment with Brogan's parents, but I'm actually allergic to cats as well. So anyway, I was loving this. It was nice to have some company, and I just thought it was so bizarre how friendly this cat was. I was texting Brogan, I was texting my friends about this cat that just would not leave me alone. It really seemed obsessed. When I was leaving, the cat also followed me back to the car and would not take no for an answer. She was jumping inside the car and I could not leave her there. If this is your cat or it sounds like your cat, I am so sorry. She really did not give me any other choice. I was trying to leave without her, but she was just adamant that she was going to come home with me. So eventually I figured if she was a stray, if she didn't have a home, if she really wanted to come with me, then I was going to take her. She didn't look like she had a home, so I was thinking maybe I was doing her a favor. Brogan came and swapped cars with me, and him and Echo took this little black cat back to the house, and I went straight to the shops to get her everything she needed. Kitty litter box, a brush, cat food, a little bed. Like, I got her everything that she would need, and then that night she stayed with us at our house. I did start to feel guilty though straight away, because what if she did have a home? I also ended up feeling that she had raised nipples, and so I was worried that she might have some babies somewhere that needed her and that we had taken her away from that. I did worry that someone was looking for her. Also, we were renting, and I did overhear the rental agent say to another potential tenant when we were looking at the house that the owner was fine with small dogs and that they would be open to having pets, but I hadn't asked her specifically if we could have a pet in the house. I was feeling really worried about not having asked first. So anyway, the next day we took her back. When we dropped her back off at the urupa, She was there the day that my parents went and visited. She was there the day my nana and my sister and her family went down to visit. And then as my sister was leaving, Brogan and I were heading down for a visit, and in the space of that time, the cat disappeared. We did not see her again. It just felt kind of interesting that the cat was there to see every member of the family, and then we have not seen her since and have not seen her before. It was nice for me to have the company and the distraction around this challenging time of year, so it was an interesting experience. I'm not a very superstitious person, and I don't particularly find comfort in signs like other people do. I don't find comfort in a rainbow. I don't find comfort in butterflies or birds, and I know that some people really do, and they believe that their loved one is either sending them a message or coming to visit them, and that's absolutely fine. It's just not something that I've ever felt comfort in. But this felt different. To me, I think I wanted to believe that Noie had sent me this little cat to distract me maybe, or just to comfort me, because even when we took the cat home, it was really friendly with Brogan and it loved Echo, but it was distinctly obsessed with me. Like, I could not get it to stay away from me. It just wanted to be close and wanted to lay on me and be cuddling, and I thought that was nice. I mean, it could be absolutely nothing. It could just be a coincidence. It could just be that cat's nature, that it liked girls, or that I had a smell that it liked. It could all be coincidence. But while majority of the time I don't like to just choose to believe things to bring me comfort, this is one of those situations where I like to think that it had something to do with Noie. It's the last day of the week. I've just come down to give Noie a goodnight kiss at her grave. Yes, in my pajamas. I wanted to bring both the kids down today, but it just didn't end up working out. I've actually felt like this week trying to make myself do the things that I used to do for Noie, laying her out an outfit every single day, visiting her grave every single day. And as you will have seen, I wasn't able to do both of those things each day this week, but I managed to do at least one of them. But this week, doing those things kind of made me realize that maybe I don't necessarily want to do those things anymore. I feel physically sick in my stomach saying that, because I put a lot of meaning behind doing those things, and in my head it makes sense for me to do them every single day. But this season of my life just makes it more of a stress than it does an opportunity for me to connect with Noie, and I don't like that realization, but I have come to that realization. I want, especially visiting her grave, I want when I come to visit her to be something that I really enjoy, that the time is really well spent, and that I wanted to be here. It's just that a lot of the time that I need to come and visit Noie and that I really want to be down here with her, I'm just not able to make it work, or for whatever reason, I can't come and be by her just because I want to. Whereas when I force myself to just come down and give her a quick kiss, it is impacting other areas of my life. In that, for example, right now, I should be going and getting myself some dinner. I should be sleeping while Eva is sleeping. And those things are really important in this particular season, while I have a newborn and I am sleep deprived, and also have a toddler. And I'm getting some help right now. Obviously, Brogan is at home with the kids, and so I need to really make the most of these moments. And I am here visiting Noie because this is also something that is really important to me, but it just feels a little bit different now. I don't know. I don't like having these thoughts of, not coming as often. I don't know. Those are not definitive thoughts. Those are not definitive decisions. It's just something that I realized this week. And even with Noie's outfits, the last couple of days, I've made an effort to dress Eva up a little bit nicer, put a bow on her head, put a bodysuit on instead of a sleep suit. Still things that are comfortable, but more in line with what I would have dressed Noie in, and they are obviously clothes that I had previously purchased for Noie that Eva is wearing as well. And in my head, I kind of convinced myself that Eva was wearing the outfit that I would have lain out for Noie, and I don't know if that's just an excuse to be able to tick two things off at once, or to calm my conscience that I did do it for Noie, even though I didn't lay it out like I usually would have. I don't know. It's just a very difficult time at the moment, and I'm not really sure where I sit with being able to balance the 2 children at home, let alone my angel baby as well. So anyway, next week is her death anniversary, and I'm already stressing out about trying to make the day different for her, because the day is already taken up by so much else that is necessary, that I already know what I will be able to do for Noie will just be something small like I've been doing this week. I'm gonna go visit my angel baby.